Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to another episode of Couch Chronicles, where I sit down and just chit chat with you guys, let you get to know me a little bit better, get to know y'all a little bit better in the comments. I have some tea for y'all today. We're gonna be talking about some real stuff. I have never talked about relationships in any of my videos on this channel, and you know what? I guess I'm in my feelings this holiday season. I guess I'm just, but I want to talk. I got some tea to spill. So if you're interested in sitting down, talking with me, enjoying my little pastrami sandwich, well, it's not exactly a little sandwich, it's pretty big. But if you want to sit down, eat with me, talk with me, spill some tea with me, then stay tuned for this video. Alright, so today I just wanted to sit down and chit chat with y'all. Some things have been on my mind, and I'm really trying to do more of my Couch Chronicles videos, so I decided, you know what, let me sit down and talk. So let me take a bite, y'all. This sandwich is just calling my name. It's so big. It's a pastrami sandwich. Look at that cheese. Cheese pull. Quick bite, y'all. So I don't know if y'all know it or if I've even shared this with you guys, but I'm pretty sure y'all know. I'm in a relationship. I've been with my boyfriend for almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in February next year. I say February, he says March. But he's everything. That's all I can say. He's everything. Because your girl done been through some stuff. And this man makes up for everything that I've been through, because he's just kind and generous and honest and a gentleman, and he is just a real man, because I have weeded through some serious riffraff, okay? And today I wanted to talk about my own patterns and past relationships that some of y'all might be able to relate to, that might help some of y'all out there too. So before I met my boyfriend, I want to say all of my past boyfriends were bad guys. All of them were not, but I don't know what it was, but I feel like I was like a magnet for users. Either they're using me for sex, using me for money, using me for emotional support, using me for just help. I don't know what it was, but I attracted users consistently. Pretty much 90% of the past relationships, I would say, were users in some form or fashion. And honestly, when I look back on it, I don't even like to look back on it because it pisses me off. But let's define what I think a user is. A user, to me, is somebody who takes, whether the person is offering, whether they're dry begging, whatever, knowing full well they have no intention of returning those sentiments. Now, when I say sentiments, I don't mean match the person thing for thing, like, oh, you bought me this, so I bought you the same thing, or you did this for me, so I did that for you. No. I mean, a user normally doesn't even have the same feelings for that person that that person has that they're taking from. And they certainly have no intention of returning anything back. So if that person is doing nice things for them, showing them nice things, treating them really well, they don't have the same feelings for them. And they know that that person probably has deeper emotional feelings for them. And they're taking everything that person is giving, knowing full well they have no intention of returning those sentiments, returning those same feelings, returning those same types of things. More so the emotion behind it than the actual physical thing or whatever it is. They have no intention of returning anything. They just take and take and take and take. They're like emotional vacuums. And normally I find users to be dry beggars. They'll start telling you what they have going on, that might need your help. And they know that the person has feelings for them. And so they're kind of pulling on your heartstrings that way. And so they know you're going to be offering to help, especially if you're a nice person, which me, I'm an extremely generous person. I almost don't even like to hear people's problems because I always feel like I got to do something about it. That is Alicia to a T. I am an Aquarius to the bone. I am a humanitarian. I care about people. I will risk my life for people. I love people. And at the same time, I hate people. And I like to be alone a lot. So it's just weird because I am sometimes so invested in helping people and saving people and doing for people that I almost don't want to hear their problems. Because then it's just like, like let me do something. Let me help. Let me find a way, right? So that's me. So a dry beggar is like the worst kind of dude to ever walk up on me. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll tell you their story, and I've dealt with quite a few, you know. But anyway, getting back to the user topic, I felt like I was a magnet for users, like guys who roll up on me, you know, start out with the good flattery or whatever, and then next thing you know, they flip it and it's all about them. What can you do for me? Can you cook for me? Can you do this for me? And for some reason in my mind, I always thought if a person likes you and you're nice to them, that's the way to get into a relationship. I didn't see it as a manipulation or anything like that. Like, I like you, you like me, I want to do nice things for you. But you, me, we cannot do that with these men these days. Do you hear me? It does not work that way. If things were perfect, in a perfect world, you could be nice to a man, you meet him, y'all good to each other, boom, y'all get into a relationship, you know, and he takes care of you, you take care of him, and life is good. But what really happens is we meet these men, we start giving too much, we open up too much, we're too nice, and they become vacuums. And you find yourself giving 80% and he's giving you 10%. And he's still expecting 100% from you though. And that is where I was. When I tell y'all I have dealt with some of the bottom barrel ass dudes, like, girl, I need a bite. I need a break. I need a minute. So as a woman, and a good woman that has her ish together, one of the worst things is getting your heart broke by bottom barrel ass dudes. And you really can't figure out why. And you find yourself in a pattern of it. Not just one, not just two, not just three. But it happens to you quite a few times. And you can't figure out why. Because you know that you're a good person. But what I was doing wrong and trying to figure out why I was attracting these kind of dudes, going through these kind of situations over and over, was I was looking outward. I wasn't looking at me. And really, even though I'm such a good person, I'm not promiscuous, I'm a kind person, I'm a giving person, I'm a loving person, I'm a genuine person, I wasn't seeing my behavior as part of the problem. And it really was. Because I was giving so much of me upon meeting a guy, telling so much, and sometimes you tell so much that they know exactly how to move and how to act to get you. It's like talking too much. Maintain a little bit of mystery, ladies. But I was doing so much of that I was just opening the door for them to do what's already innately in them. So I was contributing to what was happening to me. As much as I couldn't understand it, and I would think, gosh, like, I don't do anything to anybody. I don't hurt nobody. I don't abuse nobody. I don't do anything. Why does this bad stuff keep happening to me? Why keep meeting these kind of dudes that just want to take from me and, you know, use me for shit? And, you know, I couldn't figure it out. But really, it really was me. I was being too damn nice. And until I started to really recognize that behavior and change that behavior, it just kept happening. And really, that behavior, being overly nice, being overly giving, being like, you know, with my cape on, running to save every man, what I was really, it was an interpretation of low self-esteem. When you don't feel good about yourself, your behaviors are affected by that. You may not even think so. You may think, you know, yeah, I'm struggling with this and I don't really like myself and I don't like this, I don't like that. But I'm good, you know, I can still date, I can still do me, you know, I'm fine. But that stuff really does interpret itself in so many different ways. Low self-esteem comes out of you in so many different ways. It can come out of you in the form of jealousy, anger, bitterness. It can come out of you in the form of people pleasing, being overly giving and not setting boundaries. There's so many ways that low self-esteem can manifest itself. And I was really suffering from low self-esteem, particularly I would say in my late 20s to my early 30s. Like I would say, I wouldn't even say late 20s, maybe like 25 to about 32. I was like really suffering a little bit, like dealing with some self-esteem issues. I didn't like myself. Like y'all know, I've been on a weight loss journey for a while. I didn't really like myself. I was struggling with that. You know, it was just a lot of things in my life that I wanted to change and better about myself. So I was struggling with that. And so when your vibration is low, when your self-esteem is low, when your energy is low, it opens the door for like emotional alligators. You know what I'm saying? It's like they can smell it from a mile away. Users, takers, you know, these dry beggars, dusties, they can smell a vulnerable, low self-esteem woman from a mile away. And trust me, they are going to be like an emotional vacuum, a physical vacuum. They're going to take everything they can get. They're going to take your money. They're going to take the sex. They're going to take whatever you giving. And if you think in return they're going to treat you top notch and put you on a pedestal, no. They're going to see you exactly in the position you are putting yourself in, as somebody who just supplies needs, give them what they want, and really doesn't ask for nothing. And in my mind, that's another thing I always used to think. The woman who doesn't ask for nothing deserves everything. I used to think that. Do you think that is the case? Hell no, it's not the case. Hell no. I wish I had a drink, y'all. It is not the case. The woman who asks for nothing gets nothing. Okay, that is the truth. Let me take one more bite, y'all. It's so good. But yeah, the woman who asks for nothing gets nothing. And she puts herself in a position that the man starts to think she doesn't need nothing. And I had to learn to be sweet, be kind, be vulnerable. Yes, still be those things, but also be the damsel in distress. Let a man know I have needs. And I'm not here to give you anything but nurturing, support, words of encouragement. No money, no gifts, no help. Okay? I need your help. I need help. I had to really like change my mindset, but changing the mindset, like I said, came from really addressing my self-esteem issues. And what I had to do was address my weight issues, address my other physical issues that I had with myself, address the emotional issues I had from childhood and stuff like that. I had to tackle those things because the other stuff was just residual effects of that. So, of course, doing the work, you can't just say, okay, I'm just gonna, you know, become this woman, check the boxes off and do this. Because if you have those underlying issues that you haven't dealt with, it's still gonna bother you. And now being at a place where I'm happy with myself physically, of course we all have those things we want to work on. You know, my weight is a constant struggle. I'm always working on it. But I'm happy with where I am right now. I'm happy. I like the way I look. I like the way I feel, you know, for the most part. And I'm not struggling with some of the other things that I struggle with because I went to therapy about that. So overall, I fixed me. And once I fixed me, girl, the caliber of men that started approaching me changed. Okay? Because I was attracting the dustiest of the dusty, like okay, make you cough, okay, make you choke, those dusties, okay? And now, even before my boyfriend, but he is just, oh, he is. Remember that song? But before, you know, it was just a roller coaster. And after that, after I really dealt with some of my issues, of course, you know, dealing with your emotional issues and self-esteem. Self-esteem is like fluctuating. It's never going to be perfect in anybody. Even a model, I'm sure, has self-esteem issues sometimes. And they're like the most beautiful people and they're, you know, glorified for their beauty. I'm sure they have self-esteem issues, but it's much better and it's much more stable now. And so because of that, it's like, it's almost like you exude a certain type of energy where a certain type of men won't even approach you because you're not that low vibration, low self-esteem, like gate wide open type of woman anymore. And it's a beautiful feeling because for a while I was just down in the dumps about my situation. some of my friends, family, they can attest to it. You know, some things that I've been through with some of these dusty ass dudes. But you know, it's just a really beautiful place to be in, to know who you are and know what you're worth and know what you deserve and attract that. And also attract somebody who knows what he deserves, because my boyfriend knows what he deserves. Not only is he good to me, but one day he told me flat out, I deserve you. And girl, like, he said, I deserve you. You know, because I'm good to him. He's good to me. I'm a woman to him. He's a man to me. And we handle our stuff together. And so it was just nice to hear a man with confidence say, you know, I deserve the woman that I have. I deserve you. I deserve a good woman. And because he knows that he's a good man. He's a good man. He has a good heart. He's raised by good people in his life, you know. And his family is good, and just, he's a blessing. But getting back to me and getting back to you ladies out there, what I wanted to share is that if you're in a situation where you know somebody is not feeling the same about you emotionally, they're taking more from you than they're giving, they always leave with more than they brought, and they always leave with more than they've ever given you, you need to evaluate yourself. Because it's a reason why you're putting yourself in that position, and it's a reason why they think they can get away with it. It's a reason why they are getting away with it. And no matter what you think, because I used to think, what am I going to do about it? You know, there's always something you can do about it. Always something you can do about it. And honestly, everybody's not going to be in a place to say this, but I'm in a place that I can honestly say, I would rather be alone. I'd rather die. I'd rather somebody find me in here stinking a month later after I died than be with somebody who I know does not feel the way he should feel about me, is not treating me the way he should, is taking from me, using me, lying to me, cheating on me, abusing me, anything of the sort. I'd rather be alone for the rest of my life. I'd rather basically be alone for the rest of my life than settle for anything less than I know I deserve. And that's just basically what it is. And that's a good position to be in. And a lot of people think, men especially, always want to be like, oh, you're gonna be alone then, you know what I'm saying? No, because the day of not having standards for black women particularly is over. Okay, a lot of us are waking up, and I follow a lot of the same pages that y'all follow out there. I'm sure y'all might even see me trolling on some of these pages because I am pro-woman. I'm very pro-woman, and the first thing they want to assume when you're pro-woman is that you don't have a man. No, I have a man. Usually he's right next to me when I'm saying what I got to say. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't have nothing to do with it because he's a different caliber. So, you know, but there's a lot of information out there to really help you to really just get the most out of life as a woman, particularly when dealing with men. One of the pages I love to follow is Chrissy. I like her. I like Chrissy because she promotes positive images of dark-skinned black women, and as a dark-skinned black woman, I done been through some things, and I need all the positivity and encouragement that I can get, so I'm there. But yeah, I'm gonna chew this food up. But yeah, y'all, if you're in that position right now, ladies, you need to get out as soon as you can, because it really does drag you down, and it really does leave a mark on you sometimes that you don't want to get to the place where you can't get that off of you, where it's so deeply embedded, you're so hurt, you've been so mistreated. Because I felt like I was there for a minute, that you're like permanently scarred. That's what you don't want for yourself, and you don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. But yeah, I've just come to the belief that, you know, there's just a special place in hell for users in my book. Because if a person is being nice to you, being good to you, supporting you, that's so hard to find in this world today. And to turn around and just take from them, knowing you have no intention of returning their sentiments, knowing that you don't feel the same about them, just take it from them just because you can. Even a lion doesn't kill just because it can. A lion kills when it's hungry. A lion will let an animal go if it's not hungry. So even an animal doesn't just do things because they can. But you find men who will take, use, and abuse women, and it also women who do the same thing to men. So it goes both ways. Who would just take, use a person, just, you know, knowingly mistreat a person just because they can. Just because they can. And that's so dirty to me. That's some dirty shit. You know, a bear don't just walk through the forest and say, I'm just gonna kill this human just because I can. Bears don't even attack humans unless they have to. Unless they feel threatened, unless their cubs are close by or something like that. So even you have animals who have more decency than grown-ass human beings. And like, it's sad. And there's so many of us out there right now who are dealing with situationships that are just one-sided, you know. But we've gotten so entangled in our emotions that it's hard to walk away. And that's why I'm always such an advocate now for walking away at the first signs of things, the first red flags. Because once you get emotionally involved and emotionally entangled with a person, it's so much harder. It's so much easier in the beginning to just say, you know what, yeah, he's cute and whatever, but it's easier to do that in the beginning than when you get emotionally involved with somebody. Because once you're there, it's so hard to walk away. Like, they could be the scummiest scum of the earth and you will feel emotionally attached to them. You know, soul ties. They talk. I've read books that talk about soul ties. Be careful who you would let attach to your soul and to your spirit, because sometimes they're evil and they're not good, and then you stay attached to them. And that's how some people end up in relationships that are toxic and one-sided for years, for like almost their whole lifetime. And I'm like, oh hell no, oh hell no. Like, I don't know where I'd be. I'd probably be in jail, girl. But yeah, it's just like, thank God for personal growth, because your girl done been through some things, and it really stemmed from me not seeing my real beauty, not seeing my real wholeness as a person, that opened the door to a lot of the things that I've been through. You know, I've been so kind to people and had them turn around, cuss me out, talk about me like a dog in a public forum, just dog me out after I was the only one there for them. You know what I'm saying? To help them out when they had a real problem. It's just a trip. So, you know, protect yourself, protect your energy, protect your history. You don't want to look back on your life and just see a whole line of just badness. You know, just protect yourselves, lady. And if there's any young ladies out there watching this, like, really, ladies, walk away at the first sign of the red flags. That anything that stands out to you as a red flag, and it varies from person to person, walk away in the beginning. Do not allow yourself to get emotionally involved, because it makes it a lot harder to walk away. So if a person is showing signs, they're just, you know, asking you what you gonna do for me, when you gonna cook for me, when can I come over, this, that, when you first meet a dude, that's a red flag. Okay, this is a dude that wants to be pampered, wants to be taken care of. He should be asking you, what can I do for you? When can I take you out? When can I see you again? When can I pick you up? You know, what size do you wear? What size shoe do you wear? You know what I'm saying? Those are things he should be saying when he first meets you. Because if a guy ain't trying to impress you when he first meets you, he ain't gonna try to impress you down the line. And these dudes can swear up and down all day that they pull out their best later on once they feel a person out. Sorry, it's too late by then. Like, I wish I knew then what I know now. I wish I knew, like, you know, my parents and stuff, my grandmother and my mom and them, they told me stuff, but they didn't really tell us what we needed to know. But I wish I had known when I was younger what I know now. I wish I did. But if I could just give you one word of advice, walk away at the first sign of problems or red flags in these dudes and in these females, if it's any guys watching my videos, because it goes both ways. You got some shady ass females out there that will take from a man, use his feelings for her, have no intention of doing anything for him, and just take and take and take. But the scary thing about being a female that does that is that these men will snap. So be careful, because even the nicest man is capable of snapping. So be careful if you know, y'all out there doing that. But I'm saying, when it comes to, you know, matching sentiments, I do have my opinions about what a man should be doing versus what a woman should be doing. And, you know, that's for another video. I'm sure you guys can put two and two together. But as far as, you know, I feel like women, we do enough when we get into the relationship. So as far as everything else that goes on, me and y'all need to take care of that. The dates, you know, the coint. Yeah. One thing my dad always says that sticks to me is that in order for there to be balance in a relationship, a woman has to find a man who loves her more than she loves him. So a woman has to find a man that loves her more than she loves him, because she will do so much. So the only way she'll be matched is to find a man that loves her more. It's coming from my dad, David Johnson. So, you know, and I agree with that. Being a grown woman now and understanding that, I agree with that. You know, and I hope my man love me more. I think he do. But I love him to death though. So I don't know how much more than that I could go. But yeah, ladies, we just really got to be out on the lookout. And now, right now, times are so bad and so crazy that the users are really sharking right now. Like, they are bloodthirsty for somebody to live with, and somebody's couch to sleep on, and somebody to take care of them, and somebody to be sexing them and cooking for them and feeding them and this and that. And they don't never show up with no groceries or no bags or nothing like that, or, you know, just don't even show up with no flowers. And, you know, there's a lot of them out there right now. So you really just got to be careful. You really have to be careful, ladies. I want to save some of y'all from going through what I've been through. And I really hope that you find your peace if you're going through it, so that you too can have a good man who takes care of you and is good to you. I want that for every good woman out there. Like, I want that so bad for my friends and stuff. When I talk to them, I just want them to have good partners so bad. You know, it's important to me. But yeah. So glad I got to sit down and spill this tea with y'all and talk to y'all about some of the things that I've been through, and talk to y'all about users. And I want to know if any of you guys had experiences with like users and dry beggars and guys who just always got their hand out for something, or always just want to be saved or rescued, but when the tables are turned, they don't do the same things for you, or they know that your feelings are deeper than theirs, and so they just kind of use that to their advantage. Have any of y'all been through that? Please do tell, because you talking to ears that have experienced those very things, and thank God for personal growth. But you know, I would love to just continue the conversation in the comments with y'all and know what's really going on. But I want to thank y'all so much for watching this Couch Chronicles video with me, sitting with me while I munch on food. Got food in my mouth. Please excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry, but I like to do these videos eating, because I'm usually really relaxed when I'm eating. But if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, girlfriend. On this channel, I bring you all types of fashion, lifestyle, hair, and beauty videos. And I bring you these videos to get to know me a little bit better and sit down and chit chat and talk or whatever. And I'm usually eating on a little something like that. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to everybody who supports my channel on a regular basis. All my regulars, I love y'all so much. I can't wait to see what y'all have to say about this video, about these users, about these dussies out here looking to make you choke on life. Okay, avoid them at all costs, ladies. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see all of you guys on the next video. Love y'all so much. See you in the comments. Bye, y'all.